welcome back to another video of mine. Today I'm basically going to go through my exact steps I took to make a video of mine to go viral. Just before we start in, comment below what you guys think of this new setup, this new camera angle. Personally, I think it's a lot cleaner, a lot smoother to make videos, potentially giving me ideas of what sort of content I want to make in the future. Comment down below what you think. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So today I'm breaking down exactly how I shot, edited and color graded this viral TikTok so you can do the same for yourself. So let's talk about how I made this video and how it ended up going viral on TikTok. First things first, the way you shoot your footage plays a huge role in how good the final color grade looks. So if your lighting is bad or your camera setting is just a little bit off, no light in the world is gonna save it. So for this video, I shot everything on my iPhone 14 Pro. Here are the camera settings I used, keeping it simple but very effective. Settings like filming it in 4K 24 FPS, which gives it the most cinematic look you can possibly get with the iPhone. You can change this between the 24 FPS or the 60 FPS. When I'm filming, I always keep that in mind. So I intentionally change between the two if I want to slow it down in post. And then I switch it to the 60 FPS. Another option I have on is most compatible. High efficiency is great, but with the amount of videos and storage I have on my iPhone, it's just not really worth it. So that's why I've selected the most compatible option instead. Another big one is enhanced stabilization. A lot of people in my comments have been asking me if whether I've been using a gimbal or not, and all my shots are handheld. Believe it or not, they're all handheld, and it's because of this beauty. Having enhanced stabilization turned on has been a real lifesaver, and I can't recommend it enough. So if you don't have it on, turn it on. Guarantee smooth footage every time. And last but not least, I have the grid levels turned on as well, and this just keeps everything perfectly balanced. Each their own. You don't have to have any of these options if you don't want to, but these are just my exact settings that I use to make this video. So if you're shooting on the iPhone, just make sure to set the exposure manually. With auto settings can sometimes mess things up, and what I mean by this is when you're filming it, I would usually use my thumbs or my fingers to point out the subject I want focus on rather than let the phone do its thing. Just like with any phone, it's not a cinema camera quite yet, so avoid dark places as much as possible. Fortunately enough, this was at a fair or a carnival, and of course there's lights everywhere during the night, and honestly it was just a gold mine for content. So yeah, places like that, keep that in mind. And now we move to the editing breakdown. Once I had all my footage, I brought everything into Final Cut Pro, and first things first, every time I put my footage into Final Cut Pro, I always do the following. I make basic corrections such as fixing the exposure, the contrast and the white balance, and sometimes if that's already done for me from the iPhone, then I don't really touch it too much. Next, I move on to stabilization. This goes back to the enhanced stabilization doing its work. I would usually let Final Cut Pro do its thing. And other than that, I just refine the cut itself, making sure the pacing flows right, whether it's with the music or the vibe that I'm sort of going for. This is where I start thinking about color grading. And look, you don't need to be a pro colorist to get a clean cinematic look. You just need the right tools. And luckily enough, I have partners like MotionArray to help me out with this sort of thing. Color grading is where things really get interesting for me. I used to spend hours tweaking colors manually, but then I started using MotionArray's LUTs, and honestly, it made the whole process so much smoother. What I love about the LUTs is how simple they are to use and how much they improve the look of my footage. They're created by pro colorists, so you're getting well thought out presets and not just random settings that's just slapped on to your videos. There's a wide range of styles, so whether you want something cinematic, retro or a bit more creative, there is a LUT for it. It works with all majoring editing softwares like Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci, you name it, they've got it covered. You can also preview them instantly in your editor so you know exactly how they look without guessing. For this video, I ended up using the Cinema Look pack from MotionArray, but I tested a few before doing it. You can filter through the catalog and find something that fits your vibe and just download it. No fuss whatsoever. And if you're someone who struggled with color grading before, this just saves so much time and a lot of headaches. All you have to do is just apply the LUT to your videos and you're basically 90% done. Fine tune it a little and boom, you're good to go. And there you go, the results speak for themselves. It's really that easy. Basically, I add some final touches to the videos before exporting it. I adjust the contrast and saturation as well as adding some halation to it to give it that nostalgic vibe to it. Then yeah, I'm ready for exporting, and that's basically it. And these are my settings that I export my videos for social media. Copy them to the best you can depending on the editing software you have. And yeah, that's it. This is how I went from a flat basic footage to a cinematic viral video. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next or what you're struggling with to make so I can help you out in the next video. And if you want to check out MotionArray's LUTs, I'll drop a link down below so you can check them out for yourselves. If you're new here, subscribe for more filmmaking tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Still can't get over that comment. Throwing my phone in the air. Are you mad? I found this comment pretty funny. How did I actually get my phone up in the air? I did not in fact throw it. All I did was me and my brother, we hopped on those, what do they call it? Like the conveyor belts, the seats that go across from one field to the other. Yeah, we just went on one of those and I just filmed it. It was pretty slow, so it gave me a lot of opportunity to film as much as I wanted. And out of all the clips, I picked that one. That's that. The cat's out of the bag. That's how it's done. Sorry to disappoint.